All right, we're back. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your boy Arthur Jones, and this is the Adams Podcast. Yay! What up? Let's get some jams going, y'all. Happy Monday. It is October 27th. It's been a while, but we're going to start it off like this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back on the instrumental. No, this ain't coincidental, but might leave the dental clean. Yeah, so clean. Boy, so mean. Just join the team. You might find yourself living the dream. I'm in the sky, flying so high on this New York beat, getting rhymes. Shout out to Busta Rhymes. You already know it's time. It's time for the Adam Podcast Energy. You already know that's the synergy. If you just a friend of me, leave a comment or a like and share this beat. Yeah, on that knee. Man, it's a knee slapper. Girl, she a... Nah. Alright. I'm done. Yeah, that was hard. Oh man, I'm starting the podcast off with, just some rhymes, some rhythm. But how's everybody doing out there, man? How's everybody doing? It's your boy. What's good? Oh, I ain't even get my what's that called? My podcast sounds going. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get y'all with the podcast sounds. You know. Yeah. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me see. Oh, the mute button on. Yo. Can y'all hear me? Though? That's the question. I want to make sure y'all can hear me though. All right. I think I'm good. Hopefully you guys can hear me because it was on mute, so I hope it didn't mute that whole thing because I have bars right now, y'all. I have bars. If you didn't get the bars, then sorry guys, but this your boy Arthur Jones again. I am me, and I am here to do this podcast. I'm a real estate agent, also a teacher. And just trying to bring y'all information, hopefully things that can help you guys make some money, hopefully some things that can help you guys grow. And the whole point of this podcast is just to explore ideas, explore what's happening in the world. We want to push the bar forward, we want to innovate, we want to see the world from a different perspective and see what we can do to make this thing go. And where are we missing things? Where are we not progressing the people? Where are we not doing things well? How can we do things better? What can we do? And we just exploring, y'all. This is exploration. That's what this podcast is about. Thankful for you guys for being here. If you guys can and you guys want to support me, go ahead and smash the like button. Go ahead and share this bad boy. Whatever it is you want to do that supports me, leave a comment, some feedback. Tell me your ideas. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me how are you looking at things in the world. I'm trying to explore science, agriculture, business, real estate, all that good stuff, you guys. So, education. So if there's anything you got on your mind, let me know. Holla at your boy. All right. Other than that, let's get it. If things are working a little bit slow, is my bad. It's been a while since I've been on here. It's been a whole month. My bad about that again, guys. I keep telling you guys I'm gonna be more consistent, and I keep letting you guys down. And I'm sorry about that. I gotta stop letting you guys down, and I gotta stop letting myself down. So I'm trying to do better and holding myself accountable. I've tweaked my schedule. I've made some changes. I've told myself that if I don't stick to the schedule, I can no longer watch the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. And those of you guys who don't know, that is my team, that's my squad, that's gang right there. So hopefully that incentive will push me and motivate me to do better because I really like watching football on Sunday. So yeah, hopefully that works. And hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully your October went well, your September went well, and you guys are doing well. My birthday was September 27th, so shout out to my birthday. Let me go ahead and but yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing I wanted to talk about today, guys, is I don't know if you guys follow technology. That's another thing that I would like to follow. But there are some major shifts in technology right now, specifically dealing with artificial intelligence. As you know, AI is going crazy. I see people using apps on Instagram, on TikTok, on X, and it's starting to pop up all over the place. Uh, why a lot of people are using the app Sora, where it's like creating these images where people are doing things and it's putting them in there. You can prompt it to, make all kind of stuff. So pretty cool stuff, I haven't really dove into AI like that, but I'm definitely trying to dive in more. It's just, time is limited, so I be, trying to do my best. But I definitely tapped in as far as seeing what's going on and what you guys are using out there. With that being said, AI and artificial intelligence is using a lot of data. It's using a lot of, speed and gigabytes and all that kind of data that it needs to work. And it's collecting data like at a rapid pace. So these companies are building these data centers, and these data centers are starting to pop up all over the place, Uh, specifically, Microsoft and OpenAI, who's ran by, of course, Bill Gates and Sam Altman. These two gentlemen, Microsoft purchased OpenAI, so they're officially partners, and there's they made an investment of $500 billion. Yeah, that's big bread right there. That's big bread. Bang bang on that. And they invested it into Texas, specifically Abilene, Texas. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Abilene, Texas is to the west. Yeah, to the west side of Fort Worth, Texas. Um, I've been to Fort Worth. I've been to Arlington, and I already see the progress there. I already see the possibilities because one, there's a lot of land, and two, they already working on the freeway structures. They're working on businesses, and there's just a lot of development going on in Texas. So with this 500 billion going into Texas, as far as the construction of these data centers is going to, one, supply more jobs, which means more money for people in Texas. Don't forget the no state income tax. Also, they're gonna supply like more businesses to come in after them after they're building up their infrastructure. Because once people see that these big companies are pouring in, guess what? They're gonna set up shop. whether it's CVS, Walgreens, Walmart's, Targets, all the ones that make the world go around and supply people with their goods and their products and whatnot, what they need. So it's very telling that Texas is going to be a main player in this like AI uh, growth, this AI economic um, revolution, I guess you could say. And it's gonna be pretty interesting to see if you have, I'm a real estate agent, so I gotta tie it back to real estate. If you have some money saved up and you're looking to buy properties and investments, Texas is a good spot. Texas is definitely a good spot. And once it goes up and people are pouring in, you can see those home values rise. So just a little FYI, don't say I didn't tell you. Um, but yeah, guys, it's just interesting to see. And I don't know where this AI is going, but with people like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Sam Altman, um, they're they're planning this. They're gearing up, and it's already here. Amazon's not hiring as many people, so because I think they have like maybe 70% of their workforce is robots now, or something like that. Don't quote me on that one because I'm not sure about that one. But think about it, like these major players, these billionaires, trillionaires, they are shaping the world around us, and it's all centered around artificial intelligence. So we need to be figuring out, how can we use this artificial intelligence? How can it help us in our everyday lives? I know for me, I use AI like for my Apple phone, like Siri, and I use it all the time. I use it to ask about updates, find me information. I try to use it to interact. Like I'll tell it to, write this note while I'm running. So I'll be like running and I'll be writing. I'll be like, write this note because I have like a good idea and I don't want to forget the idea and I can't just be running and texting. So, I'll tell it like, hey, write this in note, and I'll say it and then it'll write it and it'll save. So that's a good use case. Uh, you can tell it to mark calendars. So I guess if you're like a business person and a high productivity person, this can help you a lot. For your everyday person, maybe you just need a piece of information, uh, then maybe it's not as useful. Um, I also use it like if I'm exploring ideas and I'm brainstorming, so it can kind of bring up stuff. But the crazy thing about AI is when it starts getting into the what they call the not the software, but the hardware. The hardware when you're putting it in little robot machines, when you're putting it in vacuums, when you're putting it into uh cooks, when you have bartenders serving, like, stuff like that. Um, I seen the other day where this place called VinHub, and it was like a convenience store, like if you was going into a liquor store, but you order it from the outside, and they have all stuff laid out, and it's just like, let me have that, and there's a robot inside with a robot arm, and it's getting all the stuff you need. So that's artificial intelligence, guys. So that's pretty interesting, and it's only going to get more and more embedded into our society to where, we already have robot cars, self-driving cars. First, it was Waymo. If you ever been to San Francisco, Atlanta, LA, they have these already. I don't know about other cities. Maybe y'all can tell me what city you in and tell me if you guys have Waymo cars. But the car literally picks you up, stops where you're at, and then it drops you off where you're going, and you can play music in there. So you in the car, no driver, and you just bumping like, hey, that's crazy. Um, Other stuff like maybe planes, or maybe there'll be self-driving there planes where the pilot is artificial intelligence. So there's going to be artificial intelligence throughout the world, and the more advanced it gets, the more we won't need humans to do those jobs. So if you have a certain job, be mindful about the artificial intelligence. You actually should be using it to help you, but make sure you are so valuable to that company that that machine can't replace you. You know what I mean? So I always tell you guys, build your skills. Oh, hold on, let me make sure my fit is tight. Build your skills, um, build your talents, whatever. Use your talents, use your gifts, and help yourself. And if you do have AI, use it to help you and progress whatever it is that you're doing, especially for my business owners, my entrepreneurs, stuff like that. Um, there's a lot of other artificial intelligence use cases. People are using it in real estate, coming up with market analytics, et cetera, et cetera. So maybe you don't need me to do a market analytic for you. You can go on Chat GPT and say, hey, give me a market update about housing for whatever city you're in, California, Texas. All right. And it'll bring up analytics and give you a breakdown. Then ask it, when's the best time that I should get in? You know what I mean? How much can I put down, and how much can I best utilize my budget, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, AI is going crazy, guys. Um, but I definitely want to let you guys know about the data centers. Um, just one thing that I have been thinking about and pondering about these data centers is these things are going to take up so much energy. Like it's going to, like the power. I think that's one thing that they're trying to figure out is like the power grids and the electricity part of it. Because with all these things taking up this much energy, this much data, uh, how can they manage that in a real time, like in society, and like say if it's down the street from your house? One, who knows how much radiation is given off on those data centers to run it. So I don't know if you want to live that close to it, if you know what I mean, because radiation is not good for you. Like, can definitely like fry your nervous system and stuff. I'm even mindful of the stuff I have in my space, because sometimes, like, I'm in my room right now, and sometimes if I leave my computer on and my stuff and I hop in bed, I feel like static shocks in in my bed, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, damn. So it gets wild. So imagine this down your house and it's this big, powerful things, and I just don't know how safe it is. So I think they're thinking about it, but you know, obviously these people don't live there, so they're gonna be thinking more about the mighty dollar. So, maybe this is something that might end up in the political realm as far as voting for something, policies, et cetera, et cetera. So if you guys want to get involved with that, I would, oh, sorry, I will make sure you guys are good. Hey, what's up, Alexa? What's up, Veronica? My mama. So just think about that. Uh, But yeah, if you guys think of anything else that can surround AI and maybe the some safety things or maybe how they can use it, how they can make it better, that's what this podcast is for. Just explore ideas and, think about the future and different innovations. Yes, it's important to stay present, but also, how can we make the world better? Do you think artificial intelligence is making the world better? Why don't y'all go ahead and put it in the comments and let your boy know. But yeah, let's move on though. All right, so you guys know that I was talking about Texas and the real estate. We got another rate cut coming, guys. It's not official, it's unofficial, but it's coming. They did the last rate cut in September, I believe it was, or I think it might have been late August. But there's one coming up in 2 days. There's a federal meeting, Fed meeting, October 29th. That's 2 days from now. Today's the 27th. So that's Wednesday. And it's likely to be another 0.25 basis rate cut. When they started cutting at first, it was already, looking like they were going to do it. They thought they might get a 0.5 rate cut, 50 base point. When I say basis point, I mean like a decimal point. So 0.5, it's like 1 point. You know what I mean? Like a penny. So 50.50 basis cut. If that happens, if they do another 2.25, that'll be 0.50 in the last 2 or 3 months. That's going to drop the interest rate, meaning money will be easier to borrow for federal banks, easier to borrow for consumers because they can lend money. The banks can lend money at a cheaper rate. So you will be able to borrow money easier. You'll be able to borrow more money at a cheaper rate. So this is supposed to be to stimulate the economy. Now, this is a little tricky now because jobs are still remaining the same. Jobs are actually, according to the Federal Census Bureau, going down. The job unemployment rate is going up a little bit. Let's see where the unemployment rate is right now, just so I can give y'all some real-time stats. Let's see. Okay, so according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the current rate as of last August is 4.3. So I don't know what it is right now, but that's the last one. Or they, it's funny, they haven't even put out a new one because the government is shut down right now. It's still a government shutdown right now. So they can't even, a lot of these bureaucrats, I can't even say it, bureaucracies, these government agencies, sorry, I butchered that. Can I get a little sound bite for that? Let me get a little sound bite for that. But yeah, these agencies have been shut down because there is a gridlock between the Republicans and the Democrats, and they can't agree on if they should add subsidies for the Affordable Care Act for healthcare. So because of that, people are no longer they're actually, some of them are taking furlough days. They're not getting paid. Some of them have to go to work and they're not getting paid. People are missing checks. So not only is unemployment already going up, that's one but people are not even able to work because of the federal government. That's two. So if people aren't able to work, they aren't able to buy food, they aren't able to purchase goods. So what do you think what happens to companies uh, that are selling these things? Their revenue going down. Okay, so if their revenue is not going down, the economy is not stimulated, then I don't see how the government is planning to uh, stimulate the economy by lowering the interest rate. It's actually might not even be no point to lower the interest rate right now. So if they don't do it in 2 days, that would be my reasoning. I don't know why they would do it, but maybe they're just smarter than me, and they get paid for this stuff, so they look at it all day long. But to me, the math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. All right. But yeah, if they do cut it, then it should be easier to lend money to consumers, which would be your everyday American who's looking to buy a car, for real estate. If you have a job, you can borrow. If you have a job, you can borrow money easier. You can get a better rate, a better deal. So instead of 6.5, 6.7, maybe you get a 5.5, 5.3, 5 point, somewhere in the fives for your interest rate, which means you spend less money on your house because you getting a better rate. So that could bring more people into the housing market. So if you're thinking about the housing market with more buyers, then obviously it could shift back to a seller's market. Right now we're in a buyer's market. Man, there's so much inventory on the market, especially in California. If you're looking at Covina, uh, Azusa, Ontario, Rancho, uh, those middle areas, Pomona, it's decent, not too much. But if you're looking like the big cities like LA, San Bernardino, Riverside, Banning, up the hill, High Desert, those all have a lot of inventory. And they're just sitting on the market 100 days, 200 days. So what you think that kind of, if those sellers are not selling their house, they're going to be more willing to give you a favorable rate. Okay? So you're getting seller's credits, you're getting price reduction, which I've seen a lot of. And it's just, this would, if you are serious about investing or serious about buying your first home or second home, this is a really good time to do that, especially if these rates do go down. I just don't know if they're going to do it because I don't know what's going on with this federal government, and I don't know what's going on with this lockdown, the government shutdown. So it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. And I don't know when they're going to stop the shutdown because they're like playing politics. They're playing who got more leverage, who's blaming who. So it's getting a little interesting, okay? Um, Dang, I'm not even recording this to my cloud, so I'm messing up again, guys. Oh, I ain't wanna mess up. But it's okay. Maybe I can get it off YouTube or something. Um, but yeah, guys, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that the government playing games and they need to stop playing and open up the government back again? Uh, Telling you got travels, TSAs messing up. Like, what's up? Tell me your experiences. Where are y'all seeing this thing affecting you? Because I'm in Cali, I'm good. Like, I'm straight. I haven't traveled in like couple months, so like I haven't really felt the brunt of this government shutdown. Prices, of course, are going up, inflation, but what's new? Um, I just find it funny that they're trying to get the interest rate down to 2%, but man, I don't know if it's ever gonna get back down there, guys, to be honest with you. Maybe if something happened again, like a world disaster, knock on wood, but it's definitely don't look like it. I feel like my homegirl, Kiana Watson, is up and it's stuck. MG the mortgage guy, those my piece right there. Like I love watching them and seeing them do their thing. But yeah, I feel like it's up and it's stuck, guys. Uh so yeah, man. After this interest rate cut or staying the same, there's supposed to be another one this year, and that'll be 0.75, or maybe they'll go to 1.0, and we'll see how that affects us going into the new year, because we only got 2 months into the new year. So how are you guys preparing yourselves? Are you guys trying to buy a home? Is that your goal? Like, what are you guys trying to do? If you guys do need help mapping that out, hit Chat GPT. Or you can hit me, or I'll help you out too. One of my goals is to purchase a multi-family house and do some house hacking and be a landlord. So that's one of my goals for 2026. What's your goals for 2026? Maybe we'll do a whole podcast on it and we'll break it down. So yeah, what do you guys think, man? Let me know. Let me know. I'm just trying to work with my sound bites. Let me get one of these. I like this one.
To this day.
I love that one. So guys, my next little thing that I'm doing on here is the product review. Product review. Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
Product review. Let me get some music for that, man. Let me get that product review music. Hey, it's the product review. It's the product review. It's the product review. It's the product review. Product review. Product review. Hey. 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 Product review. Product review. Hey. I love that, man. I'm gonna start incorporating the instrumentals way more because I'm feeling the vibes on that, y'all. I'm feeling the vibes on the products. All right, so my product review, guys, I have two actually, and they both have to do with mouthwash. Okay, so my first one is, hold on, can y'all see that? Let me see if y'all can see that. How come I can't see myself on here? Oh, there it is. Oh, there I am. All right, so I got this Crest Breath Bacteria Blast. Kills millions of bad breath bacteria. Okay, it kills bacteria that can cause bad breath, provides fresh breath, whitens teeth less than 7 days. I will say it did whiten my teeth a little bit. It's been a while since I've been on here, so I actually used this quite a while ago, but I've been meaning to tell you guys about this one. I did find it at Walmart. It's like $6.98, somewhere around there, close to $7. It's kind of pricey, but it lasts a long time. If you're one person using this, hold on, can y'all see that? If you're one person using this, then it lasts a long time, but if you're two, then it might go kind of quick. I don't like the little bottles. Maybe if like you're traveling or something, but you gotta be careful with the liquids. It got the hydrogen peroxide. I don't know if you're one of those people who like the alcohol, like that burn. They like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about? That burn, like you like, ooh. You got, then it's not that bad. Some of the ingredients is water, glycerin, alcohol, uh, hydrogen peroxide. Uh, I don't know how healthy hydrogen peroxide is for you guys, to be honest with you, and if we should be consuming that. But maybe, I don't know. I gotta look it up. Maybe when we talk more about science, we can get into that a little bit more. Sodium, hexametaphosphate, polaxamer 407, flavor, sodium citrate, sodium saccharin, citric acid, and saccharose. So they got a warranty on here. If you don't like the results, you can get your money back in 60 days of purchase. And it is by the company Crest. So not bad. I wonder who owns Crest. Let's see, because you guys know I like business. Okay. Crest is owned by Procter and Gamble, P&G. I wonder what their stock price is. Let's see what their stock price is. Because they make a lot of stuff, guys. I'm pretty sure. I like stocks too. Another good thing to invest in, guys, stocks. Okay? Real estate and stocks guarantee millionaire. Maybe even a billionaire if you do it right. Businesses. Okay, I'm looking it up right now on Robinhood. Is that say Procter and Gamble? Did I spell that right? Yeah. Oh, ER, not OR. Procter. Oh yeah, PG. The ticker symbol is PG. So if you look up PG in Robinhood, okay, so the stock price is $151, and it's looking pretty steady over the week, over the month, down $5, $6 on the 3 months, and down $16 on the year to date, 17 a year, $10 over the last 5 years. So it's pretty steady. If you would have got it back in 2000, you would have made a good $100 on every share. So not too bad. Steady climb. But yeah, that's my product review for today. But I wanted to put you guys on this one too. This is the one I've been using like crazy. I use the Intense because I want to make sure you get all that bad joint. You be talking to girls, you want to make sure your breath smelling good. I don't never want a girl to say my breath funky because, man, I make sure I brush my teeth every month. Hold on, let me get that. I brush my teeth every
To this
morning.
day.
To this day. Product review. Yeah, I make sure. And night too. I don't skip nights. But yeah, the active ingredients is this is just a different one, guys. This one is the Pro Plus Health, and it's anti-plaque oral mouthwash, 99 germ kill. So this is basically don't have the teeth whitening. This one is just for like breath and stuff, and it fights plaque and gingivitis. Gingivitis is like gum disease, and yeah, man, you got to take care of your grill, man. I definitely need to go to the dentist, but this has been keeping me good in the meantime, until I can get there. And just brushing and flossing. Floss every day, brush every day, use mouthwash. And you should be okay for a little while until you can get that checkup. But make sure your teeth is good, guys. Make sure your breath smelling fresh. And, this one is around the same price, around $5.98, $6.98, somewhere around there. So pretty affordable. Walmart, again, I love Walmart, WMT. If you are looking to invest in Walmart, I have shares of Walmart, and I believe, let's see the stock price right now. for Walmart. Walmart stock price is $104, and it's up over the week. No, down over the week about $1. Over the month, it's up about $1.50. Over 3 months, $7. Since the year started, $14. At one point, it was down to $81, so that was a good buying price. And over the year, it's up $21. 5 years, it's up $56. It was at 48 in 2020. Dang, man, I should grab that. $48 in 2020. I mean, $20. I mean, $50 on the stock. In 2000, it was $15. Wow, crazy gains, y'all. Crazy gains. So, yeah, guys. I won't say all the directions on all the ingredients on here. I'll go ahead. Water, alcohol, 15% compared to this one. It was compared to this one. Can y'all see it? Compared to this one, it's 5% alcohol. So this one has a whole 10% more of alcohol. So that's probably where it gets the intense, that alcohol taste where you like, Proline, glycerin flavor, Proxima 407. Don't have some of the ones that this one has. Sucrose, benzoic acid, that's new, and sodium benzoate, blue one, yellow one. All right, guys, so that's my product review. Let's get the music playing. Product review. Hey. Yeah, that's the product review. Hey, on the Adams Podcast. Hey. All right, guys. So, what's your product? Because how can your product help the everyday American, everyday person in whatever place? Are you thinking about products? Are you thinking about inventing something? How can you make something better? Maybe we don't need the mouthwash. Maybe we just have a laser or something that's safe. And I don't know, like come up with something crazy, go crazy, and then patent your ideas, and then put it on the market and see if it's a hit. I need an explosion after that, or some. Let me get some. All right, so the Adams Center is eventually going to be a big center, and we're going to have stuff like technology and innovations, and we want to. That's why this podcast is here for, guys. Innovating and thinking, how can we help the human race? How can we help the human species and better ourselves? AI is going to help us. As much as people are afraid of it taking their jobs, guess what? It's going to make the world more efficient. There will be some people who abuse it. People abuse stuff all the time, man. But how can it help you? How can it benefit your life? So, yeah, man, go ahead and like and subscribe if you guys want to support me. And if you guys want me to keep doing this, I'm going to do it regardless. But, if you guys want to support, go ahead and see more. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Sorry about the cameras. I know I'm looking at this computer screen and my camera. I got to just get better. I'm going to do my best to do more. Like I said, I want to watch my Miami Dolphins fins up. Shout out to us. We just got a W against, who did we play? Atlanta, ATL. But yeah, I'm gonna keep rocking. And my words of wisdom today is just to stay focused, stay disciplined, stay locked in, keep God first. If God gave you that if God told you something, you don't need validation from somebody else or confirmation from somebody else. He told you for a reason. So go ahead and do that thing. That's your validation. All right. Have a great night. Peace and love. Hit me up. Leave some comments. My Instagram is at Real Estate Arthur. Real Estate Arthur. You guys should know how to spell real estate. Arthur is Arthur. And follow me on all the socials. I'm writing blogs now, so that's on BuzzFeed. I'll talk more about that in the next one. But if you want to look up the new blogs, it's all real estate stuff. Go ahead and check that out. It's on BuzzFeed. And yeah, have a good rest of your week, guys. This will be up on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. And peace, y'all. Have a great day.
Go